A give right side for Pacheco. To the 43, second down. You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
The Chiefs had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying the big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Hey, 43.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 15.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, easy. Route. 30 left. 11 Aga. 13 Luke.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Lawrence will throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Hey, 11.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
13, Luke. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 53 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, Lion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Go. Take right open. Go, let's go.
In motion, the tight end.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Etienne fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. So here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And he let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now 2nd and 19 at the 36-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Mahomes going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence.
going to be brought down here in the backfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville.
Back deep for KC and Xavier Worthy.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Taken in at the 22.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Yellow. Right.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this deep. Have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 10-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
Good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down and goal to go.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy.
39 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
11.
Lawrence.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Now Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
from the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
13, Luke. 11.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Back to throw now on first down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Easy. Route. Hey, smash. Go. Go. Take right open.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Take right.
Etienne up the middle.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
13, Luke.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
In motion right is Thomas.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
On the red. 11, Agate. Smack.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1.
Hey, run!
ETN once more.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas.
59 yards.
And the Jags use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 21. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, rip list.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
Boy, took a real chance with that one, but it's incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And all the Chiefs have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Yellow.
The slot man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And Mahomes picking up the 1st as he slides and hits the deck. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Fire.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second down, goal to go.
Yellow.
Mahomes will throw.
Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes.
Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Butker's kick here is good.
And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Right, let's go. Go, let's go. Silver.
Here's Lawrence. Finding Harry.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Here comes second down.
think right. Hey, kill.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Well, plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Lawrence.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Lawrence. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 15. Hey, 57 colors. Right side.
Mahomes.
Being chased out left.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They'll roll him out right.
Open man right side is Rice.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
15. Right side.
Mahomes.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
This is 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's 2nd down.
13, Luke. 11. Go. Sit.
Here's Lawrence. And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Jaguars going to get possession of the football first here in this overtime session as the kick is away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. First throw of overtime for Trevor Lawrence.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Lawrence.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.